Hi, this is Deadman. If you're watching this video, I assume you're old enough to see gore, violence, swearing, and general adult content. If you aren't old enough, come back with some ID.
Or a fake one.
Ugh.
Soldier second class Zack, on the job!
Train Mark 93-2 rerouted to Sector 1 station near Mako Reactor 1. Proceed to Mission Phase 2 and change surveillance settings to red.
Opening up on bombing mission is a win. The main menu of Crisis Core is beautiful, with Zack standing around while black and white feathers fall. The music that accompanies it, Crisis Core theme, Succession, is beautifully bleak to boot. The menu tells us that we're in for tragedy before we even start this wonderful adventure. Okay, but having notes from bombing mission transition to begin mission, the start of Zack's adventure, is awesome.
The train has been overrun by Wu-Tai troops. Eliminate them and regain control of the train.
Oh yeah!
Get serious!
I love that the game opens up on Zack looking serious and immediately dropping the act, showing us that he's a lovable goof right away. Also loving that Angeal, the original owner of the Buster Sword, is bathed in light when he's properly introduced.
Zack, focus.
Let me see your war face!
Hello to you too! Come and get it! Hey!
I like that little smirk. He's so pleased with himself.
Soldier second class Zack, on the job!
Zack is a bona fide hero, I don't care what anyone says. Homage to the OG Final Fantasy VII. The series is single-handedly responsible for me having flip phone nostalgia.
Zack speaking.
Okay, I'm only going to say this once so I don't have to repeat myself ad nauseum. I do not like the new voice actor that was cast for Zack. Or rather, I don't like his portrayal in Crisis Core Reunion. I can't quite pin down what it is, but he doesn't have that flair that Rick Gomez gave to the original performance. It doesn't bring down the game in the slightest for newcomers, but I love Crisis Core, so I'm going to be a bit more critical in instances such as this. I'm going to knock points off the score, but damn if this game wasn't so fun that I forget sometimes that it's not Rick.
Making progress, Zack?
Angeal, what's going on? Why are we fighting Shinra troops?
They're Wu-Tai troops in disguise.
Those sneaky bastards.
So I can cut loose, right?
Within reason.
It's showtime!
Activating combat mode.
I love being introduced into battles like this. It still sticks out as one of the most unique ways to do random battles. Zack's little bob and weave is just great.
Can you stop fanboying over every little thing?
I'm gonna have to go with no. Oh, hell yeah! We get to fight a behemoth almost immediately! The combat is excellently brought up to modern times, with you being able to access shortcuts for your materia rather than cycling through them all. Plus, it plays very similarly to 7 Remake, which was a great evolution of hack and slash.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it!
The DMW is an interesting addition to combat. It constantly spins, and if 3 reels match, you get to have a limit break handy. Sure, leveling this way is a bit of a pain, but it's always keeping track of these things, so you would level up about when you're supposed to.
Conflict resolved.
I love the signal of battle's end just as much as I like the start of them.
Showing your back to the enemy. Overconfidence will destroy you.
Foreshadowing?
Training's over.
I love that our tutorial was actually a training mission for Zack.
Zack. Embrace your dreams.
Huh?
If you want to be a hero, you need to have dreams. And honor.
Words to live by. I love the end card showing you're done with the chapter. Zack squats are a win.
Ow.
Have you seen that ass?
There's been a mass desertion at Soldier.
Huh?
Yep, that'll derail the squats.
Zack. It's good to finally meet face to face. Lazard, director of Soldier.
Hey,
Zack being informal, no matter who he talks to, is so endearing.
I've recommended you for first.
Oh, Andil! I love you, man! Andil!
Don't make me regret this, Zack.
Sir.
I just love the energetic puppy that is Zack, okay?
Hey, Zack. Anything you want to know? Just ask.
Kunsel is another standout from Crisis Core. He's such a good friend to Zack under all the circumstances of the plot. He also acts as a tutorial of sorts for some of the other things like checking mail and helping you set up with missions.
Thoughts? I mean, I doubt you'd get it all in one read.
That is so not true.
Oh, the materia you were using during training has been taken back. Powerful materia have to be earned. Those are the Soldier rules.
That's a great in-universe way of explaining why we have scrub equipment. Missions are your side activity in Crisis Core. Side quests can be accessed here, as well as missions you gain through the story, but it's all a way to help you get a few more levels and rewards. Victory fanfare when completing missions is a win.
But don't just read mail that you get from girls, okay?
That's the only mail worth reading, though.
There's a limit to the free stuff you get, you know? The company's not that generous.
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
No. To become a hero.
Ah, good. Unattainable dreams are the best kind.
Thanks?
There's actually a lot of wisdom in that statement, in that if you attain your dream, what then? What comes after that? But I'm throwing a win up for the sentiment going completely over Zack's head.
So, Angel, what's the deal with dumb apples?
The official name is Benora White. The trees bear fruit at random times during the year. Because of that, the townspeople affectionately call them dumb apples.
Hilarious name, but man, have they got to be a pain in the ass to take care of.
The local farms had plenty of them to spare.
Oh, really? So you stole them?
We were poor, Zack.
Nice excuse.
Isn't it, though? Wait, is Zack poor shaming?
Yes.
Is he, or are you just starving to knock points off?
Can't it be both?
But even then, I had my honor. The largest Benora white tree grew on a wealthy man's estate. It was rumored that those apples tasted the best. But I never stole from that tree, because the wealthy man's son was my friend.
And Gio's honor for the win.
If he was a friend, you should have just asked for some.
Honor can be quite a burden at times.
Zack and Angio both have fair points.
And what exactly does this have to do with me?
No story is not worth hearing.
What? That's it? Yeah, well, thanks a lot.
I'll set the bomb inside the fortress. You'll charge the front gate and...
Uh-huh. And?
Indulge yourself.
You got it. That's what I do best. You know, I've never actually seen you use that. Don't you think it's sort of a waste?
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust. And that's a real waste.
You're serious, aren't you?
Yeah. I can be pretty cheap.
Angio would absolutely hold on to elixirs just in case he needed it, then beat the game without ever using one. But in all seriousness, we learn later that the sword was a present from his family, who, as he said earlier, was poor. The sword means a lot to him, and sure, he could probably mend it easy now, but it's touching that he thinks about his family to the degree that it would be a detriment to him.
Begin mission.
The flippy dip was super unnecessary, but I love the flourish and enthusiasm.
Much as I'm liking the overall quality of the game, the effects used on the sword hits are super distracting.
One thing I love is most chapters introduce a mini-game of sorts to change up the gameplay. This one sees you scouring the entire fort to find every soldier to defeat them to win Lazard's favor for being first.
To protect our homeland, we must stand against our enemies, no matter what! Even if it means our lives. In Wutai, retreat is never an option! What? Retreat! Against bad odds, retreat is the best strategy!
Soldier of Shinra, a query. Is the goal of this invasion to spread your Mako reactors?
Yes. A reactor here would allow people to live better lives. And that includes you.
This better life that you speak of comes at the grave cost of losing our homeland. Pain and despair. That's what you bring. One more question. You have power, so I must ask, why do you use it to cause evil?
Is it wrong to spread happiness through Mako energy? Is that what you consider evil?
Poor Zack, he just doesn't know better. He doesn't even begin to comprehend the great evil Shinra is capable of.
Why won't you finish me?
Not in the mood.
Even this early, Zack is adopting Angeal's mantra of protect your honor.
Who are you?
I'm Wutai's greatest warrior. It's over for you because now you have to face me.
A little kid? This area's not safe for you. Go on home now.
You're the one going home. If you want to go any further, you're gonna have to go through me.
Oh man. What am I supposed to do here?
Shoo-shoo ha! Take that, bad guy! Shoo-shoo ha!
Ah! No! You got me!
Ha-ha! That'll teach you to mess with me. Once again, I saved Wutai.
Yuffie's role in the main plot ends here, but she continues to be a delight.
That's one more you owe me. You lost your focus.
Yeah. Oh, sorry if your sword got any wear, tear, or rust on it.
You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
It's a joke, but Angeal really means it. Zack is important to him, almost like a son, so naturally he'd protect him whatever way he could.
Your bravery during the Wutai War will be remembered for generations. It seems your dream of becoming a hero has already come true.
Director Lazard, that's a bit much. Zack here still has a lot to accomplish.
Compliments. But also making sure Zack doesn't get too big of a head.
A summon? Who called it out?
That ain't good. One neat thing added into the remake is attacking the enemy while they are charging a limit break weakens the overall attack. Damn it, Sephiroth, you kill stealer.
Genesis.
The missing soldier first class? They're identical.
A Genesis copy.
Copy? A human copy?
So he's gone too.
What? Wait, what does that mean?
It means Angeal has betrayed us as well.
No way! I know what kind of guy Angeal is, and he'd never do that! Angeal wouldn't betray us. Never!
Believing in your buddy.
Song of the Turks.
This job is looking really gloomy.
Sung has that effect on people.
And Sephiroth?
Refusing to go, apparently.
Oh, what is that? They spoil him too much.
Why don't you say that to his face?
No thanks.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Oh yeah, Zack's got the moves.
The technology was stolen from our scientists.
Huh?
It apparently allows Genesis's abilities and traits to be transplanted to soldier members and monsters.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Ugh. Stuff?
Someone has to do it.
Must be rough.
Don't worry. We're paid much better than you are.
No way! Let's see. Angeal's house is... somewhere.
I love Zack's goofy self so much.
Anybody home?
I don't think that's quite the response Zack was looking for.
My name is Zack.
Are you Zack, the puppy?
Excuse me?
My son wrote to me once about you. 0 attention span. Restless as a little puppy.
And thus, a nickname was born.
When Angeal decided to join Shinra, my husband had that sword made for him and told him to fight with honor. He borrowed a lot of money. And then, he worked so hard to return the debt, he eventually died of fatigue.
I said, come to the cliff top. Were you listening?
We can't just charge in. Remember, this is a reconnaissance mission.
song scolding you is kinda hilarious.
I understand now why Sephiroth chose you.
Huh?
Genesis and Angeal. Those two were Sephiroth's only friends. He didn't want to fight them. That's why he refused the mission.
One thing I really like about Crisis Core is it fleshes out Sephiroth as a character. You know, before the whole destroying the planet stuff.
Infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess. We seek it thus and take to the sky. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest.
Genesis is such a dork, constantly reciting poetry from Loveless every time you meet him, but damn, he's cool. He's also modeled after the Japanese talent, Gact.
Settle down. Zack the puppy.
It's kinda hilarious everyone keeps using a nickname Zack didn't know he had. This chapter's minigame involves cutting up ballistic shells, and it's pretty badass.
What the hell did you do, Angeal? Is that your idea of honor?
My mother could not continue to live, and neither can her son.
What are you talking about? What's going on here?
Zack's faith being shaken in Angeal and what he believes in is a great point of Chapter 2, and lays groundwork of how Zack becomes by the endgame. We find out later that Jillian is responsible for a lot of what happens in the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, being the scientist that engineered Genesis, Sephiroth, Angeal, and essentially how they make soldiers. She ended her own life because of the shame she felt at being a part of something so monstrous, which ends up being a running theme of the game overall.
Angeal!
Damn, Genesis got Zack with the oldest trick in the book.
My friend, do you fly away now? To a world that abhors you and I?
Shut up!
All that awaits
Shut
you
up! I'm
is a
warning you!
somber morrow.
Even Zack is tired of Genesis's shit. Genesis is a douche canoe for summoning Bahamut, but, like, it's Bahamut, so I gotta win it.
Summons aren't meant to be used like this. What happened to dreams and honor?
We are monsters. We have neither dreams nor honor.
That is a beautiful sentiment to end the chapter on. Genesis feels like a monster, but isn't necessarily one, and the one black wing feeds into his perception of himself. It's something that's explored a bit more with Sephiroth specifically, but it's no different with Genesis. All the while, the mournful theme of Crisis Core is playing, and yeah, it's just beautiful.
Soldier. Doesn't mean monster.
There's that goes, spelling out the theme way before we get there.
The training room is currently being used for top secret research. Hence, entry is strictly prohibited. It is off limits, even for you, Mr. Soldier. But I, being the coward that I am, cannot muster the courage to enforce this prohibition. Thus, whether to enter or not will be up to you and your conscience.
I know this guy is an extra, but that is a god's awful performance.
No, this can't be. Were the settings off again?
Or maybe I'm just playing better than your data?
To make such a bold claim, you need to provide more solid data.
Hojo, as always, is super gross and egotistical. Why is this a win again?
Against these new settings, you will be
Seriously, him being slimy is just a win. He's a strongly written character, even if he's one of the worst people in all of fiction.
Ah, magnificent. It appears that you have the talent to become a fine study sample.
Foreshadowing?
Tell you what, I'll go on your next mission for you.
What? You do that?
Just keep it quiet. Watch what I do out there and learn from it, okay?
Zack helping out new soldier recruits helps further prove that he is the best boy.
So, the war is over.
That it is. I'm sure you heard. I ruled.
No, I didn't hear. The company reports don't mention you at all.
Congratulations. As of this moment, you are promoted to Soldier First Class.
Huh. I thought I'd be happier.
That's a brutally honest depiction of getting what you want. Aw yes, we get a black turtleneck for being promoted to first-class soldier. A nice addition to the remake is getting promoted actually benefits you in battle. The better you perform, the more you're rewarded.
Sector 8 is Turk's jurisdiction, slick.
Reno!
When I was a kid, I always wanted to have wings. You know, like an angel.
If people had wings, they'd be monsters.
Wings symbolize freedom for those who have none. They don't symbolize monsters.
There's the core theme of the game cropping up again. Circumstance made these soldier operatives go mad and they're viewed as monsters, when in reality, they're just confused and lashing out as a consequence.
Did you find something out?
Angeal has been sighted.
So it's search and destroy?
The army is mobilizing, but there's still time. You and I will find them before they
do. And?
And what?
It's the little touches like this that go a long way to endearing Zack's character. He's duty-bound as an adult would be, but childish in ways like interrupting Sephiroth by yelling into the phone so loud that he pulls it away from himself.
Fail.
to eliminate them.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Awesome! We're gonna fail!
Okay, so it's not just me, right? A certain few CGI scenes look like they're straight from the original game. It's not a win or a negative, but it's just so weird to notice because, like, I've seen these scenes so many times, and you can't convince me they're just the originals, but touched up a bit.
Don't take Sephiroth lightly.
Noted.
The friendship between these three is so great. And tragic. But seriously, the choreography of this scene is so great, and it's one of the most memorable things about the game. I love that when Sephiroth stopped holding back, One Winged Angel kicks in and he actually gets destructive. It was just a simulation, but they're so overpowered they ended up destroying the training room anyway. So Genesis gets normal people copies, and Angeal gets monster copies. Oh, yeah, that totally seems fair.
Working for Hollander now? What is it you're after?
World domination.
That's not even funny, man.
How about revenge?
For what?
Zack calling Angeal on his bullshit is priceless.
I've become a monster. A monster's objective is usually world domination or revenge.
He has a point.
Heaven?
Not quite. It's a church.
An angel?
No, I'm Aerith.
That's a nice meet cute, and Zack is smooth.
I have to repay you somehow.
Don't worry about it.
No. Aha. Hey, how about one date?
Zack is real smooth.
You just want to spend more time with me.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far.
You're amazing. You're so strong.
Compliments.
Huh? Wait. What the?
What's wrong?
My wallet's gone.
Oh no.
That little brat. He just stole my wallet.
Most of this chapter is dedicated to chasing the pickpocket down, and I gotta say, it's pretty damn hilarious.
Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna yell at him straight from the top. I'll ask him why he did it. And I'll forgive him if it was for a good reason.
Zack is such a good boy. The bestest of boys.
Your offer was one date, no?
But then you said, don't be silly, remember?
Well,
Okay, a memento. For today.
You mean it?
Of course.
Nah, they're so cute. Okay. I hope nothing horrible happens to either of them.
So, ever meet any soldier members?
Maybe.
Do you think that they're happy?
What do you mean?
Heroes to children. Protectors of the peace. But they're not normal. They get some kind of special surgery. Don't they?
So they say.
Normal is best. I think so, at least. Those soldier people are kind of weird.
They're weird, huh?
And they're scary. They fight. And they love it.
Aerith brings up the monster theme again, and gives Zack extra perspective. Zack plays it off cool, but you can tell he's bothered by what she said, since he's struggling so hard with the concept of monster at the moment.
Ah!
I'll carry you there.
No, wait,
Flying feels pretty good.
Helping your buddy out?
What is Angeal up to exactly? Right now, I don't have a clue. But we're fighting together again. That's good enough for now.
Zack is so wholesome. I love it.
A second-rate hack like Hollander couldn't cure a cold.
Aerith? Listen, can I call you back later? I have some company. Don't keep your guest waiting, she says.
The most beautiful woman in Midgar has to be Director Scarlet in arms development. I wouldn't mind being stepped on by those heels.
This man went on to get a promotion as Scarlet Stool.
Uncle came back safe and sound. He said a soldier guy from Shinra came and beat up the monsters.
That's great news. You'd better thank that soldier guy, huh?
Yeah.
So this uncle of yours, what's he like?
Uncle always wears really nice clothes. He's stylish. His house is up in Wall Market. Inside his house, everything's all shiny and golden. He told me that his job is being a Don.
Oh no, I think we inadvertently saved Don Corneo. Didn't know that Shinra outsourced chopper pilots from Resident Evil.
At least someone's keeping up.
Well, I'm a country boy too.
From where?
Nibelheim. How about you?
Me? Gungaga. Hey, what's so funny about that? You know Gungaga?
No, but
It's such a backwater name.
Ditto Nibelheim.
Zack and Cloud bonding over being from the boonies is wholesome. Plus, the name Gungaga gets wins.
Like you've been there.
I haven't. But there's a reactor there, right? A Mako reactor outside Midgar usually means
Nothing else out there.
Good news, Sung! Me and...
Cloud.
Me and Cloud here are both backwater experts. Oh yeah! I'll prove that Soldier isn't just a bunch of mindless thugs.
Zack may have wanted to, but I suck at stealth, so we ended up just beating everyone's ass. We suddenly started playing Metal Gear Crisis Core.
Hey! Way too easy!
Zack, get down!
Wow, looks can be deceiving. Thanks, I owe you.
Glad to be of service.
Occasionally, when spinning the DMW, we get to see additional memories of the characters interacting. Stuff that's not important to the overall plot, but fun character building moments between Zack and whoever the DMW lands on.
Stop! Cloud, good work!
Teamwork.
If this world seeks my destruction, it goes with me.
Genesis is a drama queen and I love it.
Jillian, the woman implanted with Genova cells. Genesis, who had her genes mapped onto him during the fetal stage. Yes, Genesis was a failure. I'll admit it. But you, Angeal, you were actually bred inside Jillian's body. You are perfection.
Zack, I am perfect. A perfect monster.
Finding out you were little more than a science experiment does mess with your head, but wait, it gets so much worse.
Zack, do you remember what I said about our enemy being all that creates suffering?
Yeah, but you're not one of them.
But I created my own suffering. Zack, let me show you.
Stop it! You don't know what you're doing! Damn! At least one sample?
Angeal!
Angeal feels that by being a thing created for suffering and war, he takes the next step and truly becomes a monster by fusing with his creature copies. He cannot abide by being what he is and tarnishing his honor any further, and no longer will he be a tool for Shinra.
Angeal.
What happened to honor?
Poor Zack, he cannot understand either. Angeal is too honor-bound, too proud to take his own life as a monster, so he forces Zack's hand and makes him put an end to him. His form is called Angeal Penance, and that's fitting, as he wishes to absolve himself of the sin of being a monster.
Zack, you have my thanks. This is for you.
Just as Cloud would inherit the Buster Sword from Zack to carry his legacy, so too does Zack for Angeal, passing on his honor.
The scar looks cool, but that's not where Angeal hit him, as well as there being another mark that wasn't there before. There's speculation on it being a Gungagan thing, but the remake provides no extra clarity on this.
You're all rookies, right?
Sir! Yes, sir!
One piece of advice. No. An order. Embrace your dreams. And, whatever happens, protect your soldier honor.
Zack is great. It shows he's matured from everything that's happened, but he's still Zack at heart.
Suntan lotion?
Cisne in a swimsuit, and no, I will not elaborate.
It was Lazard who was funding Hollander's research.
Lazard is the illegitimate son of President Shinra, so his master plan did involve using the soldiers of Hollander's research to overtake the company. We end up learning a lot of this through emails, but I figured now would be the best time to bring it up. For this battle, you use a beach umbrella to fight. After gaining the Buster Sword, you gain the ability to change stances, increasing proficiency and damage with it. Final Fantasy's love of gunblades are a win.
Now we've got scorpion types? Hollander's too well connected. That's far enough!
Really? You sure?
Hey! What is he?
Hollander is dramatic as fuck too.
Mission failed. This goes on your permanent record.
Did Sephiroth make a joke?
An Angeal copy?
It's a friendly doggo.
Thank you.
Nah, he's a good boy.
Seventh Heaven. Paradise in Sector 7.
Seventh Heaven. Oh. It's simple, but conceptually sound. With heaven in the name, people have to feel like they're on cloud 9.
Hey, that's not bad.
Good food, good drink, and good service to boot. As if you were living above the plate.
Yeah, great.
And down in the basement, there will be a secret room that no one knows about. The HQ for an anti-Shinra group. Yes. A perfect bar for the slums indeed.
In your quest to help Aerith build her flower cart, you help the carpenter name the bar that is intimately familiar to Avalanche.
And don't worry, I'll be done and back in no time.
So that was a fucking lie.
You're in luck. Sephiroth hasn't arrived yet. So, will you wait for him here?
I do love when games call out a point of no return.
By the way, where are we going?
To Nibelheim.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Sephiroth's mother's name is... Genova?
It's actually Lucrezia, but why are red flags not popping up?
Are you one of the soldier people?
Tifa in her cowgirl costume, and no, I will not elaborate.
I knew ever since I was a child. I was not like the others. I knew mine was a special existence. But this was not what I meant. Am I a human being?
No such luck. You are a monster.
That was just awful timing. Sephiroth does not need your emo bullshit right now, Genesis. I love how casually Sephiroth blocks Genesis.
Who's that? Fast asleep. I should probably leave him alone.
You can stumble upon Vincent's coffin under Nibelheim Manor. The Crisis Core theme slowed down for the Shinra Manor section is appropriately creepy. The iconic scene that's widely known for those who know and even those who don't know. That piercing gaze full of anger and hate never gets any less chilling.
Hate you, Shinra, Soldier, and you. I hate you all!
Tifa is understandably traumatized from Sephiroth's rampage, and it makes sense why she wouldn't want another soldier anywhere near her. It's also a great reason why she joins the anti-Shinra group later on in life.
Mother, they're here again. You should have ruled this planet. You were stronger, smarter. But then they came. Those inferior dullards. They came and took this planet away from you.
Sephiroth found out the truth of his birth, the experiments, everything, and went insane. He fulfilled his monster theme by way of losing his mind from finding out the truth. Sephiroth thought EXE broke, and now everyone has to pay the price. I do love a good villain backstory, and insanity is always interesting. The fight with Sephiroth is amazing. You really get a feel of why he's the absolute best of Soldier, and he makes you work for your victory.
Traitor. You will pay. I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to rule this planet.
Y'all, Sephiroth is pretty badass. Sephiroth, powered by the almighty Latin lyrics, slowly pushes you towards the edge of the platform, and if you fall, it's over. This is a tense battle, way more so than the prior one.
I don't care what universe you're from. That's gotta hurt.
And thus, Cloud started his brutal full-time job of Sephiroth slaying.
It's pretty lame there's no blood here. Like, we know there has to be a lot of blood, but it's all clouds. It's dumb. Don't make something visceral if you're not gonna go all the way.
No. Impossible.
Brutal.
Cloud. You did it.
Good job, buddy. Gold star for you.
This one here. Intriguing. Most intriguing. He'll make a fine test subject.
That ain't good.
You call yourself Soldier? You tarnish the Soldier name.
Angeal!
Ghost Angeal isn't mad, he's just disappointed. And that's much worse. That is not good.
I'll be right back. Don't worry.
I love that Zack makes sure to take care of Cloud every step of the way since he doesn't have Mako poisoning. He gets extra wins as good boy points.
What's going on? The whole town was in flames.
Seeing Nibelheim not on fire is concerning. Was it a dream? Did Zack hallucinate the whole thing? Is it something much worse? Spoiler alert, it's something much worse.
This is bad. I'd better fall back.
Yep, okay. Plan B. Run like a bitch!
I have 23 tiny wishes. But you probably won't remember them all. So, I put them all together into one. I'd like to spend more time with you.
Hey, Cloud. I have to go to Midgar. You want to come with me?
Zack continuing to talk to Cloud to keep both of their morales up is just so wholesome. And heartbreaking. The final mini-game of the game is sniping enemy robots, and I think it's actually kind of fun.
So, Cisne, you're here to take us back, right?
The hurt in her face says it all. She and Zack have become good friends, and she's incredibly torn between duty and honor.
Hey!
Sung, I've lost the target. That's how it is. So get away safely.
Cisne. Thank you.
Here's a present. If you think you can trust me, then use it.
Cisne gives in to what she thinks is right after seeing Cloud in such a terrible state. This is what cemented her as such a great character for me.
No way. He just ate my hair.
I love this game so much. It knows when to be serious, but it never takes itself too seriously.
The monster has been harvested and can be discarded.
You're the monster.
Nuh-uh, no you. Yep, eating hair will do that to you. Give you some hellacious heartburn and turn you into a monster.
Behind you. So predictable. Couldn't you guess your hometown would be the first place we'd look?
Listen, we love Zack because he's a good boy, not because he's a smart boy. I find it so ridiculous and hilarious that everyone gets a giant wing except for Hollander.
There are two of you on the run.
No.
Zack is not very convincing.
Do you know the verse in Act 4 that leads into the final act?
Of course not.
Genesis, shut the fuck up about your dumbass poetry.
I can't fight like a first. I'm just
An Angeal copy.
Copy?
It's Lazard.
Damn, is the entirety of Soldier doing the whole being monsters thing?
That's the point of the entire game.
Oh, right.
How are you allowed to keep making videos?
Any idiot can do it.
You just called yourself an idiot in front of everyone.
Shit.
Genesis is up ahead. I'm sure of it.
Calling out another point of no return.
The gift of the goddess. A heavenly boon found only in Benora.
I thought the cells were the gift.
There are various interpretations.
I don't understand.
To ponder the mystery is in itself a gift.
Oh my god, Genesis, stop with the pretentiousness! Never thought I'd put fought a mech in an underground soul river on my gamer resume. The super boss Minerva makes a guest appearance to cure Genesis of his degradation and give him the gift of the goddess.
It's you.
Director!
Lazard and the last remnant of Angeal die after protecting Cloud. One last time, Angeal gets to help his friend, and it's... well, it's tragic, but there's more. So much more.
How are you? I wish I knew where you were. It's already been 4 years now. This is the 89th letter that I've sent to you, but I don't even know where to send them anymore. I really hope that this final letter that I'm writing gets to you. By the way, the flowers are selling very well. They make everyone so happy. Thanks to you, Zack. Aerith.
4 years?
What do you mean, final?
That disgusting revelation that it's been 4 years hits hard. Shinra stole 4 years of Zack's life from him, and he didn't even do anything wrong to deserve it.
This must be an important matter if they are sending the two of us.
Apparently the subject will become our brother.
Is that so? But will he
accept his fate willingly?
With the shot mirroring the end of Dirge Cerberus, Vice and Nero show up to attempt recruiting Genesis into Deep Ground.
The army's mobilizing. Find the targets before they do.
Understood. The army won't be as subtle.
I want them alive. You hear me? You're going to save Zack's life.
The Turks even try to stop what's to come, but sadly they were too late.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep. Embrace your dreams. And, whatever happens, protect your honor.
As soldier! Come and get it!
Zack, staring down a battalion, steels himself because, well, he has to know what's going to happen next. But he charges in to save his friend. This ending always gets me.
Take that!
Having the price of freedom play on top of all this is just too much.
I'm Sister. Here's a present.
Some of
Sun
the
illusion?
Turks. Where's MGL? Ready to go. Understand now why
Lies within
Sephiroth
each
chose
person.
yes. For
So
real.
get away safely. Zack, I gotta go.
Instead of destroying them one by one, the remake somehow enhances the pain by taking multiple BMW reels away at once.
This brings about where
I'm a country
I
boy
can
too.
be pretty
Like
cheap.
you've been there.
Honor can be
I really
quite
like that
good.
sword. Thanks.
A monster's
I
objective.
really like
join
that sword.
my
Nothing else out
Zack,
there. Hold on.
you have my thanks.
Hello?
The DMW wheel fading away is supposed to represent Zack's life flashing before his eyes, and it's just so goddamn beautiful that he's desperately trying to hold on to Aerith, to the point where she's the only one in the reel. Zack's having a hard time swinging his sword, and his DMW wheel is glitching out. The game is going all in on him being at death's door, but surely Zack won't die, right? He's the main character. He's lovable. Surely he'll be okay, right? Ah! Now, in a cruel twist of fate, after all he's given, after everything he's done, his life is cruelly stolen from him.
Hello! Don't worry. That's right. But wanna hear? Not scary
Work
at all.
stuff?
Will I see you again? I'll be here.
Cruelest of all, it shows the one we love as we lay there dying, never getting to see her one last time.
Zack. For the both of us. Both of us? That's right. You're gonna live. You'll be my living legacy. My honor, my dreams. They're yours now. I'm your living legacy.
I have no words. This is such a memorable ending that even having beaten the game multiple times, I still get choked up at the end. Zack sacrificed himself for another, selflessly even, and on his deathbed bequeathed the only thing of value he had, the only thing that meant anything to Cloud, the Buster Sword, a physical manifestation of his soldier pride, and asked Cloud to be his living legacy. It's too much, but in the very best way that it can possibly be.
I won't forget.
Then he proceeds to forget.
No, you get out of here with that nonsense. It's too good of a moment for you to go and ruin it.
Hey, would you say I became a hero?
I love Crisis Core. Yeah, the ending with Genesis was a bit sloppy, and the degradation plotline with Lazard becoming an Angio copy and Hollander becoming a Genesis copy was a bit confusing the first time I played, and even this last time that I played. But you know what? None of that ruins the blast I had through playing this game again. This is one of the games that I have fond memories of when growing up. It's one of the first stories I saw that had a truly downer ending, and, well, I've gotten attached to that type of story. I did a top 10 games to get to know me recently, and all but like 2 had downer endings with them. It's truly powerful what loss can do, and I felt like I lost Zack. I don't know if I have a lot more to say about the story other than there's parts of it I enjoy and parts of it I didn't really care for. The main core of the story is Zack and endearing us to him, and I think the game did that perfectly. The music is pretty unique from the other entries in the compilation, but I especially love the main theme being repurposed in different tones and at different times. And I especially love the metal track that the game focuses on. It's got a very hard rock metal feel to it, and it's very good for the battle themes that it plays in. I'll speak for the remake in the gameplay section, and wow, did it get an overhaul. I never thought the original controlled badly, but it'll be hard to want to play it again since Reunion plays so good. It basically plays like a combination of the original Crisis Core and Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I think they did marvelous with it. It's very fun. As far as the graphics go, I prefer how things looked in the original game, but I can't complain too much about the graphics when they look this stunning. I'm still amazed at what the team can do with the lighting. Now, granted, some of it was too much for me, and I preferred some of the flatter looking things in the original, but the particle effects from the sword hitting stuff to the lighting on the sword and just the lighting in general definitely is good here, even if I don't think it was executed properly in every situation. In closing, I wish this were a perfect remake, but it's not. The voice acting is not up to par, some of the animations look sloppy in the new talking scenes, and honestly, I liked the lighting and somewhat flatness of the older game rather than the shiny lighting. For first-timers and people who don't care as much, lots of these issues are nitpicky, and even I'll admit they are. The game is special to me, so I'm going to be overly critical of it, even if it doesn't always come through in these types of videos. But you know what? I get to replay one of my favorite games on modern consoles, and that's worth the downgrade in a few areas. Thank you for watching, and always protect your soldier honor.
To become the dew that quenches the land, to spare the sands, the seas, the skies, I offer thee this silent sacrifice.
My honor, my dreams, they are yours now.